What is up, everybody? Hoang Zero here, and today I'm bringing you a deck profile for Alter-S in the Digimon EX4 format. Alter-S is a super fun deck that has some of the lowest lows and some of the highest highs. If you manage to get everything off, then it is one of the craziest decks, and if you happen to brick, go next. But regardless, it's a super fun deck, and I think this list, after a little bit of testing, is one of the more interesting lists in my opinion. So without further ado, let's get started. Alright, and we're just going to jump straight into it. Starting us off, we do have our 4 Digitama. We do play 4 of the new EX4 Sunomon. It is your turn, once per turn. When one of your other Digimon in play Digivolves, draw 1. So the entire gimmick of this deck is that you have 2 different stacks and you evolve into your level 4, and that level 4 pings your other level 3 into a level 4, and that level 4 pings you into a 5, and that 5 pings you into another 5, and that 5 pings you into a 6, and that 6 pings you into another 6, and that 6 pings you into your level 7. So with all that being said, Sunomon, draw 1, very easy to achieve, specifically with this deck, helping you find your pieces. You'll note we do play 2 Agumon X Antibody from BT11. This card is 0 cost from Agumon, which, you do run 4 of it from EX4, on play and with Digivolving, so it's pretty versatile. Reveal top 3 cards of your deck, add 1 card with Greymon or X Antibody, and 1 Black Tamer among them to your hand, and then it's ESS. We don't care about because we can't activate it in this deck. But the thing about Black Agumon, or Agumon X Antibody, is it works on player when Digivolving, so we can cycle with it, we can evolve in Raising, and still, get the just cycle 1, and also we can evolve over our regular Agumon. If we evolve over our regular Agumon, that does give us a draw 1 plus proc, so pretty good in terms of consistency. We play 4 of the EX4 Agumon. It is on play, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck, add 1 card with Greymon in its name, and 1 Digimon with Gabumon, Garurumon, or Omnimon among them to your hand. Place the rest on top in any order. That's really keyword, on the top. And then it's ESS, your turn, once per turn, when one of your other Digimon in play Digivolves, gain a memory. So similar to Sunomon, it works when you're pinging off of each other, but more importantly, the top 3 search, it puts it back on top, so that way when you come to make a decision in terms of what pieces to grab, you know exactly what to expect, so you can set yourself up to draw into your very specific pieces. Arguably, this also can be simultaneously detrimental if the top 3 cards of your deck are not very useful and you want other pieces. Now you have to still filter through those top 3 cards. So it's there are a couple of pros, a couple of cons, but regardless, you do have to play 4 just because of how the deck is built. And then 4 of the EX4 Gabumon. Gabumon is basically the counterpart to Agumon, where it searches for Garurumon and then adds Agu, Gray, or Omni, and then also gain memory when your other Digimon will Digivolve. And then we do play 1 of the BT12 Agumon. It is 1 cost over the Sunomon, unfortunately, but ideally we're going to hard slam it because the on play is reveal top 4, add 1 card with Greymon or Omni in its name, and add 1 card with Tai Kamiya in its name. And then ESS is all turns while its Digimon is Greymon or Omni, gain plus 1000. So this card will be able to grab your important Greymon / Omni pieces, and it does search for your Duo Tamer, so it does search for the Mat and Tai. Now going into our level 4s, we do play 4 of the Garurumon from EX4. When Digivolving, you may Digivolve one of your other Digimon into a level 6 or lower Digimon with Greymon in its name for its Devolution cost. When Digivolving by this effect, reduce the cost by 2, and then its ESS is Reboot. So you go Agumon and Gabumon on board, you go Evo, Garurumon, Garurumon Evo's your other stack into Greymon. And then you go off like that. It gives you reboots, so you can play both offensive and defensive. And then Greymon is when Digivolving, you may Digivolve one of your other Digimon into a level 6 with Garurumon in its name. So how Garurumon makes you evolve into Greymon, this one lets you evolve into Garurumon. It's also ESS is Reboot. And then we play 2 of the BT12 Greymon. BT12 Greymon is 2 cost over anything with Agumon in its name, or 3 cost over others. So over Gabumon, unfortunately, it is a 3 cost, but you have a lot of Agumon, so it should be okay. When Digivolving, if you don't have a Tamer with Tai Kamiya in play, you may play it out for free. So again, this will play your Duo Tamer, and then all turns, while this card is Greymon or Omnimon in its name, plus 1000 DP. So Blitzcrank hitting 13k, Alter-S hitting 6k, 16k, etc. Mostly you're just wanting to play your free Tamer, so you go Evo Garurumon effect, Evo into Greymon for 0, and then Greymon go ahead and play out a free Tamer. Now we do play 4 of the Metal Greymon. Metal Greymon is blocker, and when Digivolving, you may Digivolve one of your Digimon into a level 6 or lower with Garurumon in its name. When Digivolving with this effect, reduce the cost by 2, and then its ESS is blocker. And then Wargarurumon, exact same thing, evolvement in Greymon, and ESS is Blocker. And then you do have the 4 Crescarurumon. So Crescarurumon is 4 cost Evo black over blue, or 3 from Wargarurumon, so again, you have 4 of that. And it's when Digivolving, activate one of the effects below. First effect, choose any number of your opponent's Digimon whose play cost adds up to 6 or less, and return the chosen Digimon to the bottom of your opponent's deck. Or owner's deck, right? So it actually, yeah, it doesn't matter, because, again, opponent's Digimon. And then second effect, DNA Digivolve this Digimon and one of your other Digimon in play into a Digimon card in your hand for the cost. So this, if you go Blitzgray and then Evo the other stack and Crest, this allows you to Jogress into Alter-S. And this other effect, you may Digivolve one of your other Digimon in play into a level 6 or lower Digimon with Greymon in its name without paying its cost. So if you go Crest, Guru over stack, then you can evolve into Blitz for 0, and then Blitz effect go into Alter-S. And then Crest Garurumon's ESS, when attacking, once per turn, if this Digimon has Omnimon in its name, return one of your opponent's level 5 or lower Digimon to the bottom of the owner's deck. So this does give you some form of board control. When combined with Blitz Greymon, who does have the Digivolve, spoiler alert, this will allow you to bot deck quite a few targets. And then we do play 3 Blitz Greymon. And you may be asking, Hoang, why don't you play 4 Blitz Greymon? Isn't this really important for your combo pieces? Well, if you take a look at how many cards actually search for Greymon specifically instead of Garurumon, Agumon X Antibody, BT12 Agumon, those 3 cards do search out your Blitz Greymon, whereas you don't have as easy of a time searching out your Crest. And so we're cutting down Blitz to 3. That way we can minimize, dead hands where we just have too many 6s and we don't have enough of our other pieces. But Blitz Greymon is 4 costs over black or red. It Digivolves for 3 over metal gray. And when Digivolving, activate one of the following. Digivolve 1 onto 3 of your opponent's Digimon. So, you can't stack this, unfortunately. And then the second effect allows you to DNA Digivolve at the when you evolve into this. And then its other effect is you may Digivolve one of your other level 6 or lower, one of your other Digimon to a 6 or lower with Garurumon on its name without cost. ESS, when attacking, if you have Omnimon in name, trash the top of your opponent's security. So you can get very, very aggressive with the Blitz Greymon, and it's very easy to set up lethal plays. And so, before we get into Alter-B, I do want to cover Alter-S. Since Alter-S, is the main crux of the deck, and yes, we only play 3 Alter-S, just because playing 4, you're just asking to brick sometimes. But Alter-S is DNA Digivolve for 0 over level 6 blue and red, or you can evolve for 6 over one of them individually. When Digivolving, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 8,000 DP or less, and then return one of your opponent's level 6 or higher Digimon to the bottom of the owner's deck. All turns when this Digimon would leave play except by one of your effects, play 1 Blitz Gray or 1 Crescarurumon from this card's sources without paying their memory cost, and then place this card at the bottom of your security stack face down. So Alter-S has a lot of things going for it. Number 1, able to pop Digimon with 8,000 DP or less. When combined with the Blitz Greymon, that will de-Digivolve their Digimon, usually putting them into the threshold for that to work. Number 2, the bot deck level 6 or higher. Well, Crescarurumon bot deck's 5 or lower, so with the 2 of them together, it does hit both ends of the spectrum, and its ability to spit out 2 bodies whenever it would be attempted to remove the board is really powerful, because that means, generally speaking in Digimon, if your opponent wants to remove a level 7, it's quite a hefty investment, usually tied to some sort of option or some sort of level 6 Digimon or higher effect or higher. And so doing so is usually going to cost quite a bit of memory, and then by doing so, which may pass the turn, you then get back your 2 pieces, and then you can go into Alter-S all over again. Not only that, but it also heals itself, so giving you some defensive utility as well. And then going into Alter-B. Alter-B is a 5 cost over level 6, black specifically, or it's a 2 cost if your level 7 has Omnimon in its name. When Digivolving, de-Digivolve 3 from one of your opponent's Digimon. Then choose any number of your opponent's Digimon whose total play cost is 6 or less and delete them. When attacking, by trashing up to 3 level 6 or higher cards from this Digimon stack, for each card trashed, delete one of your opponent's Digimon or Tamers with the lowest play cost. If 3 cards were trashed, trash the top 2 cards of your opponent's security stack. So, a couple of things going on. Number 1, it is a 2 cost over your Omnimon Alter-S, so pretty easy to fulfill that cost and not pass turn. The when Digivolving, the de-Digivolve 3 will hit and then put de-Digivolve any target and put them into the threshold to get popped. So really strong there. And the when attacking, trash the 3 level 6 or higher cards from the stack, so the Crest, the Blitz, and the Alter-S, and that will give you the full effect. And so you can pop multiple Tamers with this, you can pop multiple Digimon because it's the lowest level. So you just hit, right, it doesn't specify. and then if you trash a 3, burn 2. So what you can do is you can go Blitz Greymon, Crescarurumon. Okay, well, if you have the setup, you go ping, 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 ping. Okay, you go into your Alter-S. Alter-S on the following turn, you can swing, you trash 1, your opponent goes to 3, you set up for the following, and then your opponent tries to remove it. If they can't remove it, or they do remove it, whatever it may be, you go into your follow turn. They're at 3 security currently. You go into your Alter-B, 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 swing, Alter-B effect, burn off Blitz Gray, Alter-B effect, burn 2, do its own effect, and then swing for lethal. So it's very easy to set up a kill turn with this style of deck. It's not possible to get a 2-turn kill just because you have to spend the first turn setting up, but a 3-turn kill is very possible with this deck. You may ask, okay Hoang, but why don't we play 2 Alter-B if it sounds so good? Well, Alter-B, for one, is not a really great card when it's without Alter-S, right? Without the Alter-S, it's kind of okay, to be honest with you. Number 2, unlike Alter-S, it's actually searchable by our Black Memory Boost. And we do play 4 of the Black Memory Boosts, spoiler alert, and so because of that, it's a lot easier for us to grab Alter-B than it is to grab Alter-S. And of course, all of our other cards do search out the Alter-B as well. And unlike decks like, most Digimon decks, this deck actually puts your stuff back to the top. And so as a result, if you do find the Alter-B, you can just stack it back and then grab it later. Now we do, like I said, spoiler alert, we do play 4 of the Black Memory Boost. Black Memory Boost is just really insane in this deck because it's an easy way to store up memory to make your big combo play. It searches out your pieces. Top 4 is pretty huge. Really no reason to play any less than 4 in this deck. You want consistency wherever you can find it. We do play the 1 blue card, and blue card is a little spicy tech. Blue card is white, but it states, while you have a Tamer in play, you may use this card without meeting its color requirement, and its main effect is 3 cost. Reveal top 5 cards of your deck. You may digivolve one of your Digimon into one non-white card among them without paying its cost. If you don't, add 1 Digimon card among them to your hand, and then place the rest on the bottom, and its security effect is you may play 1 Tamer for free. So what blue card brings to the deck is another way to cycle for your combo piece. The only caveat to blue card is that you do need a Tamer, which is why we've limited the number of blue card we do play. But with blue card, if you're missing a combo piece, top 5 will usually get you there. Not only that, but if you choose not to digivolve, it also acts as a free grab from top 5. So essentially, it's a memory boost that doesn't stock memory, but instead it digs 5. So if you need to find that Alter-S, if you need to find that Alter-B, go ahead and just yoink it out, right? So I think blue card is a really interesting tech that I think a lot of people might be underestimating. And then going into our Tamers, we do have the 4 Mat, Ishida, and Tai. Your turn when you play an Agu or Gabu by suspending this Tamer, gain a memory. So it's just one of your easiest ways to set up your plays. And then your turn once returned, when one of your Digimon digivolves, if you have 1 or less Digimon in play, and that Digimon is Greymon, you may play Gabumon. If it has Garurumon its name, you may play Akumon. So this will self-trigger its own proc for the gain 1 memory. It sets you up for the ping pong stack, and so if you can go turn 1 Evo into like your Agumon is back, and then set up Tamer, and then on turn 2 pull out Evo into Greymon effect, Evo play Gabumon, proc, gain a memory, and then Greymon effect, and then go ahead Evo that Gabumon into Garurumon, and Metal Gray into War Garurumon and Blitz Gray into Crescarurumon, Jogverse, Alter-S. So yeah, pretty nifty. Definitely a really strong turn 1 setup play, and that's why we do play the 4. And then our final card in the deck, we do play the 1 Analog Youth. The original idea behind Analog Youth was just to have another way to proc blue card, but also it's just a really great consistency booster. Play cost of 2, reveal top 3, add a Digimon card among them to your hand, trash the rest, so pretty easy cycle. All turns when one of your level 5 or higher Digimon would be deleted. If it has, you may tap this Tamer. If you do, gain a memory, and then hatch a Digi-Egg card to the empty space. So the level 5 or higher does have to have sources. Very easy. It's stack deck. And you can sometimes you can also get back a memory, hatch a new egg, set up a play. But really the important part, it's a 2-cost cycle. So the things I do want to mention about this deck. Number 1, this deck, if everything goes according to plan, it actually has a pretty solid matchup into quite a few decks in the format. Being able to get to a level 7 that also spits out double bodies is pretty difficult for a lot of decks to actually deal with, given the fact that their removal for that level 7 is tied to passing the turn usually. However, the caveat is, of course, the deck is a tad on the brickier side. So if you aren't able to actually hit the opener, or you aren't able to find your entire line by turn 3, turn 4, the game might just be over. So do keep that in mind. This deck doesn't really have a per se bad matchup, but it doesn't necessarily have a good matchup per se either. It's a deck where if it hits its game plan, it'll do its own thing, sort of style. So thank you all so much for watching. Really do appreciate it. Shout out to Eduardo Mazis for sending me the original deck skeleton for this and giving me basically the baseline idea. And shout out to Lumchop for, once again, the amazing thumbnail, including the breaks in the background. But yeah, so thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate all the support, especially with all the recent content coming out from the Hoang Zero channel recently. Much appreciated. So, I'll, take it easy.